Welcome back to Onslaught Legends Day number 5. I said that right, Moff. Onslaught Legends Series Day number 5.
Yes.
Yeah, too many days. So we just had match number 1 concluded. Now match number 2. We'll be getting Cashback against Solyanka. Put this match in the beginning of the season, Moff, and you say a 3-0 for Cashback. Put this match now. I don't think you can say that anymore.
I don't think you can say that about any of the games anymore. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, apart from Clueless and Conquest, I think it's very difficult to predict who wins any of these other games between the 6 teams.
Yeah, and for Cashback, they're still looking for form, right? I mean, they're doing fine, but we expect a bit more from them, of course.
They've actually won more rounds than they've lost, which kind of tells the story, to be honest. I think they've had games versus Conquest and Clueless where they absolutely dominated, and then they lost 2 close games. They lost 2 close games, I think one against Hit and Run, and then they lost against W, and then that game, remember, they also had disconnects, which possibly could have cost them the victory, right? Yeah, a lot of Bebrafans out there voting for Cashback, that's for sure. But Solyanka, they've been the overperformer so far, right? They had the shock win against Hit and Run in the first match day. Then they beat Clueless, which was actually like super close. They also beat Storm, which was also super close. And only last week was their first defeat against Mafia.
I think Cashback should have the slightly better times to actually make these connections happen, though. Leo, E4, they have the guns for it. But Vladislav gonna meet Little very early on. Little,
ooh, he spins out.
Does
Vladislav get the spot? He does, and Little has no speed.
Does he get planed in return, though? Immediately, yes or no? That is the big question here. I do think that he has gotten planed. He's trying to use that little hill there. You can see it on your screen against the side of Solyanka, and he actually gets out.
Somehow
He
he survives.
He didn't take that much.
He barely took any damage. Like, you would expect him to die for that, right? Especially given that he got some wheel spin. I think Little needs to take some EBR racing lessons, to be honest, bro. He tried to mode switch and turn way too quickly and just completely spun out, lost all his speed. He is now just stuck in that corner, right? It's very difficult for him to actually leave because the EBR Vladislav is just going to be able to spot him.
Liberty does pick up a strike, and he does not have... Oh, he does have a plane, and he actually puts it on Shelby as well. Shelby taking a shot from the Leo. Where does Shelby go? Can he sit safe here? Because I don't think so. Takes another one, and look at Liberty's plane in return. Level 2 plane already. Probably will drop the strike on Shelby as well when he can. Another shot from Iset on towards Shelby, and that's a long plane move. This one is going to hurt because there comes the strike. There comes another shot from the Leo, and Liberty currently has Shelby's number written down and memorized as Iset picks up the kill, finding the final shot on the RHM. Again, beautiful plane from Liberty, but really just a misplay from Shelby in return. Sitting there, Moff is a mistake.
It is a mistake, but you do wonder how he even got spotted, because normally he would have low noise, but never mind that. Solyanka, they know they've got to make a push now that their light tank has died. Kasank and Dreamer trying to push around the corner in the double TD. Strike is going to come in on towards Barbarian and Twilight, but the Leo, you would imagine, is crossfiring, but he's not actually in position to do so right now.
No, the Leo not capable of finding too many shots, but Twilight doing a good job actually at shielding for Barbarian, who's low in HP. But here comes Aka from behind that Batcha 25T with numerous shells. No ability for Xang, gets picked up by Barbarian, and now Aka clipping on the back of Dreamer as well. And for Solyanka, this is not what they would have hoped for in round number 1 of Ghost Town. After losing the light, indeed, they have to make a play. They're forced to, but that RHM Batshot flank coming in and saves the Barbarian and Twilight, but even without him off, they would still have so much crossfire.
Yeah, this is just not the round for Solyanka. They had that opportunity early on to pick up Little, but they were just not, they were either not ready to shoot, which they should be, of course, because that's their strategy, but They just weren't able to connect the shots there, and that was their opportunity to take an early lead. Shelby, I'm still curious as to how he got spotted. Did he shoot from the position? Because
From
if he's got... Yeah, if he's got low noise
he
exhaust...
definitely shot from before there, and even if he didn't get spotted, they knew he was there. Because he shot really...
so Liberty planed him after he fired then.
I mean, the way it went is Little spotted Shelby already on 0 line, like E0, D0, when he was running away. You know you're not safe on 0 line.
Yeah, he got... Like you said, he got spotted by Little. I got kind of distracted by the whole running away, getting spotted.
The first 30 seconds, he was already spotted on 0 line.
He was spotted in that position, which means you know you're going to get planed there. You can't stay in the same position for too long in a light tank. You're always always got to be worried and paranoid about the plane spot coming in.
Especially the forward position where you know that people want to play there to shoot. So he needs to find the strike himself. But Little comes in with the T-cap though. Barbarian pushing on towards the outside. Solyanka is baiting them in. Now they want to push something. They really do want to push something. Barbarian peeking around the corner. Can he find the reset on the back of these 268 V4s? They do find one, but Twilight has been forced close and returned at E3 all the way onto the corner. Now getting pushed upon by these 268 V4s. He's trying to tank it out, though. He, of course, also has the ability activated, and strikes will start coming in now on towards these 268 V4s from the side of Solyanka. They are trying to make it happen. They do find Twilight. Aka chasing down on towards Victor in return, though. He needs Liberty to help him. It's not a fight like he can just win. On the outside, it's probably looking rather decent for the side of Cashback, because they have the EBR shooting the 268 V4 in the side, but even there they have to be careful because Vladislav is returning. And now Barbarian is very much surrounded, I think, by 268 V4s.
Yeah, Barbarian just getting pushed on. This is what happens when you get baited in close to the strike. He's just getting swarmed. There's nothing he can really do about that. In the mouse, the guns are very much in favor of Solyanka here, and they look to have countered Cashback's default strategy very well here. Coyote is the next one to fall, and it's just the paper mediums and the lights left for Cashback.
Vladislav getting spotted out, though. Little
he needs to live.
Yeah, Vladislav does need to live here. Little is using that hill again, just like in round number 1. He's trying to use that little hill to his advantage. Vladislav is running away, and Solyanka needs to realize that, sure, they have 7 tanks left standing against the 4 from Cashback, but this could be going really bad if they don't play it out properly.
Yeah, these late games are very difficult when the enemy team has lights and mediums available. That's why I said it's so important for Vladislav to just stay alive, to keep his team, have some info available, and be able to counter these lights to some extent. 15 seconds left on the cap. The Batchat is trying to move into the strike, but that's going to be too late. It's going to be Liberty who's going to have to torpedo in his RHM and somehow not get killed.
Well, he spots out the press, though, and he immediately finds the shot, but takes one in return from Shelby. The Leo strike will hit home on towards Shelby. That's another reset there. Aka is taking the strike in the meantime on 1-2 line, but there's a lot more strikes available for the side of Solyanka. They're taking double, or were taking double. They have one of their own. Liberty now down towards a 1 shot. That's a big strike actually coming in. Oh, the 268 V4 actually dodging it, and Liberty falling in return.
Yeah, they're taking damage on the cap circle, but Cashback are running out of guns here. They've lost another one. That's the RHM of Liberty, who had to commit in so deep there. Little is trying to get close enough to the cap, but they've just got layered defense for the side of Solyanka. Katsank and Dreamer just blocking off 2 streets by themselves. There's no strike available. Little falls, and Solyanka will look to finally secure the cap.
They will indeed secure the cap, not with a lot of HP remaining, but they did a good job at baiting the tank close. The E3 of Twilight felt the necessity to move in and get that reset angle. Then he got pushed on, and then Barbarian kind of in no man's land after him, which is not great. I think he could have done a better job at surviving.
It's tricky in that situation, right, where you need to go close, but then you also have to have this exit strategy, and the mouse being so slow, he just cannot get out of that situation. But Solyanka did really well this game, what I said Clueless just didn't do in their previous match on Mirabanka, which is they not only did they go for the cap, but they had like an active plan to counter the strikes, so there were no easy resets. Yeah, I think it was a very good counter. it proved exactly why they were comfortable with playing on Ghost Town. In round number 1, they tried to play Cashback's game, if you like. They tried to play with the EBR and just get tricky with it. And they realized that didn't work. So it's like, okay, let's just spam V4s and YOLO, and it worked out. No, he does.
He just uses it. He spotted what's going upside, so he will spot the double batchet and a BZ. Will not get a second plane out of that. 1-2 line will be lost for free. And I gotta say, Moff, I'm a little worried here for Solyanka when they're losing this part of the map that quickly.
Yeah, Cashback moving in, already taking control of Donut. Shelby does go up the hill in the RHM, and is he fast enough to get up without taking any damage? It looks just about to be the case. Info tower now going to be taken. There's a flank around the hill from the mediums on the side of Solyanka, so they're going to be able to put crossfire on towards middle. The Foch B is going to start clipping from the south. That's Little going up the hill in the Batchat. It depends how much damage they take here.
Ooh, Little takes quite a lot, down towards 800. Coyote now going up as well, down towards 2k. Little down towards a one-shot already. Shelby is going to find this kill relatively for free, picks it up, and that is the first thing down for the side of Cashback. Them taking the hill off a little bit too slow, actually. There was some hesitation, and the hesitation costs them because it allowed the tanks from Solyanka to go all the way around the hill. Shelby in return, though, making a bit of a mistake himself in that RHM. Shelby down and out. That was a disaster, Moff.
That was a terrible misplay from Shelby. All he needed to do was just chill on top of the hill, and now his team doesn't have the crossfire. They do pick up the kill on Coyote, though, which is very important, but Victor and Dreamer are kind of in trouble here. Eyes just pushed back across, but it's actually Eyes who's in trouble because the double BZ, Depressed and Trash Panda, are going to overpeak him from behind. Cashback now, they have to make a reaction to support their teammates. They're trying to push back into middle, but Aka is taking so much damage in the 50B.
Aka down towards 471. I think even the Gorilla has a slight angle on him. They're trying to help. I said they're trying to get the flank around the hill to be eliminated. They will lose Aka, though. Twilight now trying to get into the mid himself. Vladislav in the push, now getting spotted out on the flank, and he will start finding some shots as well. And it's 5,000 HP lead for Solyanka, and I don't think they're going to give this one away as Trash Panda together with Vladislav will delete one more time from the side of Cashback as Barbarian and Liberty as the last two standing, and still Moff, even with Shelby deciding to be a very generous paid actor, it was not enough for the side of Cashback.
Yeah, even with Shelby donating, still a very convincing win for Solyanka here. It looks like they read their opponents very well. Like I said, the info that the RHM gives them at the beginning of the game, it just allows you to react faster to your opponent, because Cashback, they don't know what's happening. They don't know where the opposition is. They haven't spotted them in middle. They haven't spotted them in donut. So that you can understand why they're hesitant to just go up the hill, because there might potentially be like 7 tanks aiming.
At the same time, though, Moff, if you don't go on the hill quickly enough, you see what happens in this kind of battle where the flank comes into effect, and Little would be fine. Let's say Coyote and Little go up on first tempo, first timing,
to go up into the RHM, and I just think that was a really beautiful strategy from Solyanka. Pretty much everything played out exactly as they would have wanted. Shelby misplayed a bit, but I think it's a pretty good sign that your strategy was so good that your RHM was able to throw, and it didn't even matter.
Yeah, no, that was, I mean, the worrying thing here, I will say more for Solyanka, is the fact that Shelby not 1 but 2 games has made some questionable plays now. Like, you're up 2-1, but that's something, let's say you win 3-1, that you would definitely have to look back at and be like, okay, this was not good, Shelby. And in 1 CS, that's going to be a brawl on 1-2 line, 4 versus what looks to be 4 from the side of Solyanka as well. Solyanka is going to get there first, but it's 5 times for the side of Cashback. And where does Solyanka go? They see Coyote. They want to run him over like it's a highway. And at the BZ75, Coyote, I think, also realizes now what is happening. He's just going to throw his body in the way to try and do something here. He's just getting absolutely deleted on the move. Can they find the kill though? Liberty dead as well in the middle, left to his own devices, find nothing, and Cashback realizes that it's now do or die. They lose Coyote. He did get run over. That's a roadkill there for the side of Cashback, but now they found Valley Slave. They found Dreamer as well in that 50B, yet still on reload. So the 1-2 sucker punch is going to go right back at them, and now battle slowing down a little bit. Cashback getting ahead. They find more meat even for the grinder, as now Victor getting pounded by multiple Cashback tanks at the same time. Little falling, but I think he already made his clip happen at that moment in time. And Cashback and Solyanka now 4v4. Who would you favor, Moff?
Well, Cashback have the HP advantage. They had to just press the W key there because the Foch B was always going to flank them from behind. Now, Eyes trying to push up and pick up the CS63 of Depress, who's kind of caught out in the open. They don't really have the positions to cover him. The RHM is trying to get away, but Cashback don't want to allow Solyanka to play out an endgame here. They're just trying to push into this CS. Aka should pick up the kill, and he does so. Trash Panda does pick up a kill on the Barbarian, though. Twilight should pick up the kill on the 50B, and he does so. And now it's a 3v2. The Foch B and the RHM, but the RHM is caught. He's not going to get out. Eyes, he's not stopping at all. He's just going straight for him, not wasting any time here, and Shelby will not be able to get out of this situation. Eyes has found him, keeps him spotted. The Foch B is taking the strike, but that's not going to be very helpful right now. Shelby needs to get away from this situation, but Eyes is just too close here. He's not going to be able to escape.
Can Eyes find the kill on Shelby? No, he doesn't find the shot. Shelby will go D-spotted. Eyes had actually dropping off immediately in that 277 as double cap pressure is on. Shelby does seem to realize this potential, or does he not? Eyes said now spots out Shelby. Shelby does not seem to realize the potential that Eyes said could have dropped off in his 277. Goes for the push, goes for the ram, and the shot to pick it up. That's Shelby down and out. And our Xank with the hero play into the middle of the map is going to get fooled like very sad Foch B without a third. Sad Foch B noises.
Yeah, they're going to run rings around him. Twilight just running in circles. They will wait for Eyes to come back to close out the game. There's no reason for them to risk it and peek in towards him. And Kansank is now not even blocking the cap anymore, so that's not going to happen. He does put a good shot into Aka there, who's like, okay, I'll just chill. I don't need to risk. Eyes is now here, and Kansank with only 3 shells left cannot kill all of them, and Cashback do pick up the second round here. We are going to Tiebreaker.
We are going to Tiebreaker, and Moff, in my opinion, I think the biggest mistake there from Solyanka is keeping people close. I think you just keep driving. You will take more damage for it along the way, but now Cashback comes around the corner, swings, and immediately picks up 2 kills. Like a 50B and a CS, I think. Instead, if the 50B and CS just keep driving, there's nothing close for Cashback to push on. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they could have just kept running around the hill and trying to play for that endgame. Like I said, they took down Liberty in the RHM. They had the Foch B behind, who was coming up. But I think I would give more credit to Cashback for the quick reaction there than I would Solyanka actually making any kind of major misplay. They realize that the Foch B is coming from behind and that they have to just go, go, go. And Twilight in amongst the brawl the entire time, keeping everyone inspired and farming 5.2k.
5.2k is very good there, but Eyes also 4.3. And it looked really rough for them because, you know, Coyote and Liberty, well, they got kind of run over.
I do sympathize with Coyote in that situation because he's like, okay, they're pushing Donut. I need to go to Donut to support my team, but they're also pushing middle at the same time, and he's just caught in this horrible place where you're trying to do 2 things at once, right? If he just stayed in middle, I don't know. I said I believe in Solyanka now, but maybe I still feel like I have some a little bit of faith left. Is Liberty trolling, or is that a genuine Tasak that's going to be picked? That is the question. We're waiting for the countdown.
I feel like Liberty may be trolling, but no, actually, maybe not. Maybe he just
played it a lot.
The light. Maybe
he's played it a lot in random onslaught, so maybe he was warming up. Mixed results. He played it a lot in 1v1s versus Gotcha Baby. The Tasak, obviously, the major bonus of it is it has this great HE clip, which is just fantastic for countering the RHM, but apart from that...
Who got the better between the 1v1 of Baby and Liberty, though?
I didn't catch all of it, but I would say it was fairly mixed. The Tasak, of course, as well. Keyhand's been banging on about it. He's been wanting to see it for the whole series, because when these V4s, the 268 V4s, they have the Juggernaut ability. When they activate it, they only have 1 HP of track health, which means the Tasak can just spray down an entire row of V4s and permatrack everyone.
Shelby misses the shot against Liberty. Liberty picks up the info point, so now he sees everybody. He sees these 6 tanks going 1-2 Moff, and now for Cashback, the Drake is most definitely up. They need to start taking strikes, they need to start getting these angles. They know what's happening, they know what's coming, and they better be ready for it as well. Liberty taking 1 strike. They may potentially go take the middle strike as well, if they can, to just keep resetting that base time and time again, of course.
B2 is a very strong position, though. I don't know which 268v4 that is, but it's a very, very powerful position, and Solyanka are going to have a hard time trying to push off on towards that. I don't think the cap is a realistic option for them at the moment. The strikes are available for Cashback, so unless something goes terribly wrong and they miss those, Depress getting caught here, gets tracked and held. The Juggernaut ability coming in here, it's the double-edged sword. It's good and bad at the same time. Depressed now down to 500 HP, so initial trades in favor of Cashback. They do reset the strike, and Ice has now come close along with Coyote, who's going to block the cap. And what does Solyanka do now?
Not much, normally. Liberty and Shelby going to face off in a near future. We'll have to see how that Tesak actually ends up doing against the IHF. Capture of the base has been blocked. The press is very low. There's still a strike available for Aka as well, so if they can find this 268 V4 Moth, then it will be really nice. But
the
now,
lights, though.
Yeah.
The lights are brawling, and Liberty, he spams out on towards Shelby, does 600 damage. It's not actually that much given the amount of shells that are fired there, but Solyanka are not waiting around. They're going for a push, but they're in crossfire the whole time here, and they haven't done significant damage. Barbarian misses his shot on Depress, though, so he's going to have to wait a while before he wins that 1v1. The damage taken on the side of Solyanka is massive, though. They're down 4k HP here as they back up into their side of the cap circle. That play did not work at all. Depress does fall to Barbarian, so he's going to be able to provide crossfire now as well.
Yeah, Barbarian picking up the second shot after bouncing the first. But yeah, Solyanka with that one-dimensional strategy, don't find anything. B2 stops them from progressing, the strikes keeps them in place. Then trying to peek out the middle on towards these tanks, and they're going to do it one more time. Trash Pound and Victor leading the charge in those mouses. They want to find something, but Barbarian is already behind them, and most importantly, the Tasak from behind Moff. I mean, just doing so much damage. I think he did like 150 damage. Absolutely tremendous results there. Oh, 188, huge Moff, huge.
He is absolutely cooking, that's for sure. Strike coming in now, and it is just a massacre on the side of Solyanka. Cashback doing a brilliant job here, showing how to counter out the YOLO cap strategy, especially with that extra strike that's available in the field at the start of the game. It just makes it so much easier to play for the control on this map. Liberty is looking for the clip here, but I think Barbarian's going to deny him taking a full damaging clip as he comes in. The HE loaded up and ready to go. Liberty with the troll pick does pick up the kill on Shelby.
He was trolling. I don't think he was trolling him off. Honestly, maybe they did pick it for the Juggernauts to just keep tracking them, but it worked out at the end of the day. Cashback taking the 3-2 in Tiebreaker. Going to be taking full points for that as well. They're going to be very, very happy to edge out the win here against Solyanka, who again put up a really good performance, but this time around not quite good enough.
No, it was another strong showing from them though, and they don't get any points for it, which I still think is a bit of a bummer that they lose in tiebreak and they don't get anything to show for it. Cashback will move on towards 9 points, which will put them level with Solyanka in the table. Aka there, top damage, doing 5.8, had the strike and was providing good crossfire on towards middle. Liberty, you want to calculate that hit to pen ratio?
No.
253 shots fired.
75% no.
Yeah, it's doing 3k damage. Picks up 2 kills. Maybe this will start the trend of more people picking to sack in the future. It's always the first person who's the visionary.
Good one, Moff. Good one.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so, to be honest. I don't see why it would be, you know?